Three news stories for you viewers. Firstly, the US is trying to take a lead role in the resolution of ongoing political conflict in Sudan. Jeffrey Feltman, US envoy to the Horn of Africa, is in Khartoum. He has held a joint meeting with PM Abdullah Hamdok and military leaders. Military officials like Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, his deputy Hamati. What happened in the meeting, we'll talk about that. Secondly, a disturbing incident is being reported from Dessie, where reportedly two university lecturers have been killed. They were Tigrayans. Why were they killed? Killing of at least one lecturer is being confirmed. We are receiving conflicting reports about this incident. We'll talk about that. And lastly, Ethiopian government has issued a statement about airstrikes. It has conducted several airstrikes on Tigray. It has now issued a statement about these airstrikes and about what happened 2 days ago when a UN flight had to cancel its landing at Mekelle airport. Firstly, viewers, Jeffrey Feltman, US envoy to the Horn of Africa, is in Khartoum, Sudan. Just a few hours ago, he held a joint meeting with PM Abdullah Hamdok and Abdul Fattah al-Burhan, Sudan's army chief. The US is trying to take a lead role. It's trying to bring the two sides together, but US is definitely backing PM Abdullah Hamdok. US is in support of civilian transition. Abdullah Hamdok and Abdul Fattah al-Burhan did attend this joint meeting, but we don't know what is the outcome of this meeting because we haven't seen any statement, any significant statement after this meeting. Only a statement from US State Department, which is calling upon the parties to find a way out and to ensure civilian transition. But so far, no statement from Sudanese military component. In fact, we are hearing reports that Sudan military is once again saying that this setup must be more inclusive. Sudanese military is demanding that PM Abdullah Hamdok's government should be dissolved, fresh elections should be held. Let's see, can US play any role in the resolution of this conflict? At least Jeffrey Feltman has brought the two sides together. Abdul Fattah al-Burhan and Abdullah Hamdok, they were part of the meeting which was held a few hours ago. Secondly, viewers, a disturbing incident is being reported in Dessie city where emotions are running high. I told you about Dessie that thousands of fighters are heading to Dessie from different parts of Amhara region. Fano militia members in control of Dessie city and Cambodia. Reportedly, two Tigrayan lecturers have been killed. They were lecturers at Wollo University of Dessie. Berhanu Gidey and Haile Haben Yom. Especially Berhanu Gidey's death is being confirmed by both the sides. Tigray news sources say that he was killed just because he was a Tigrayan. Amhara news sources are claiming that he was involved in giving intelligence to TPLF. He was providing information regarding artillery coordinates through GPS and radio to TPLF. That is why he was killed. Tigray news sources say that an Amhara mob targeted Berhanu Gidey and he was killed in this mob attack. Well, I have a question. If Berhanu Gidey was providing intelligence to TPLF, he should have been arrested. He should have been handed over to police. Why was he killed then? If someone was breaking the law in Dessie in the form of providing intelligence to TPLF, he should have been handed over to police. Why was he killed on the spot? Yes, there are doubts about the death of Berhanu Gidey. We should call for peace. That is why I say, because there are Amharas living in the areas controlled by TDF, Tigrayans living in the areas controlled by Ethiopian government. That is why, though emotions are running high, but we should call for peace. We should not generalize and start lashing out at ethnic groups as a whole. It leads to hatred, and such incidents happen. Lastly, viewers, Ethiopian government has issued a statement about airstrikes and about what happened 48 hours ago when a UN flight had to cancel its landing at Mekelle airport. Ethiopian government says firstly that it did not stop UN flight from landing at Mekelle airport, and Mekelle airport control told the flight to return. It was not due to airstrikes. First question, viewers, is why did Mekelle airport traffic control told the flight to go back? Obviously, there was a situation over Mekelle. Ethiopian fighter jets were targeting Mekelle city. That is why Mekelle airport air traffic control told the flight to return. So it's not that there was no situation in Mekelle at that time. Secondly, Ethiopian government says that it is conducting airstrikes on military targets in Mekelle, and some news outlets are saying that Ethiopian government is hitting civilians. Yes, here I would say Ethiopian government is definitely hitting targets which it sees as military targets. But we cannot deny civilian killings too, because collateral damage happens in civilian airstrikes, and Ethiopian government must take the responsibility of this collateral damage as well. You cannot say that only military targets are being hit. Yes, targets are being hit, but civilians are being killed too, and we don't know what sort of precision stacking capability do you have, keeping in view what Ethiopian Air Force has. There's a very strong possibility that civilians could be killed in large numbers if these airstrikes continue. So you cannot evade the responsibility of collateral damage, which is happening in Tigray in these airstrikes. Thank you for watching.